Welcome to weight training number 12. Today we're going to focus on shoulders, abs, and calves. So let's start with a warm-up. 10 push-ups. We're just going to modify. Just slowly preparing for a workout, and on our last rep, I want you guys to hold at the bottom. So hold, press up halfway and hold, and then all the way up. Next, staying in all fours, we're going to lift our opposite arm and leg up. You're going to kind of pulse at the top. You don't want to linger too long. You just want to feel that contraction. 10 reps, and then we'll repeat on the other side. So opposite side. Again, opposite arm and leg up. So just warming up our shoulders, warming up our shoulder joints, just building more mobility in that area. Warming up our back and our core. Next, come up to standing. And let's perform arm circles, 20 reps. So circling forward, small circles, arms are nice and straight, shooting energy through your fingertips. Once you perform 20 forward, you're going to perform 20 back. Next, cup the hands, and you're going to pulse forward and backward, keeping in line with your shoulder height. 20 pulses. And now we're going to press down. So it actually looks like you're a bird flapping your arms, but you're getting a lot of good shoulder work here, and you're really building up warmth in the shoulders, which is going to help in our weight training workout. So our first exercise, starting nice and light, calf raises. 3 sets of 15 reps. Use a heavy weight here. You really want to strike a nice strong lift up on the toes. You want to pause at the top, feel that contraction, hold it, deepen it, and then lower. Legs are straight. You want to lock your knees here, abs are in tight, back is flat, and you're really controlling the weights at the sides. So you're not letting the weights pull you down. So lift up on the toes, squeeze at the top. Feel your calves contract, and then nice slow lowering. So slow controlled reps here. We're really focusing on that isolation and that contraction. On your last rep, you're going to hold up for a count of about 10, and then you can lower. So next set. Nice and controlled reps, really squeeze it up, linger at the top, hold that contraction, feel your calves working, feel those muscles building up, keep going. You guys can do this. Just keep it up. Starting nice and light in our workout today. So last rep, hold it up, 10 seconds, count it out, and release. And now last set. Up on the toes, contract, deep contraction, release. Keep going. 15 reps. Almost there. Nice strong contractions. This is really going to help with building shapely legs. So no one just wants stick legs. You want to have some definition. So focus on building that definition here. And your last rep, hold 10 seconds. Strong hold there. Next, we're moving on to our shoulders. We're combining a shoulder and an overhead press. 3 sets of 10 reps. So from the shoulder press into your overhead press is 1 rep. Again, 10 total. As you're pressing, you want to resist raising your shoulders into your neck. Keep your shoulders in a nice strong position. Working the head of the shoulder here. This is how you build those nice rounded shoulders. So we want a little volume to the shoulders. So it's going to help build that V taper. Second set. You've got this. You're going to start to feel it in your shoulders at this point, so just keep pushing through that. Fight through that discomfort. You've got it. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, exhale on your contractions. Inhale as you're lowering. Now let's go. Last set. Nice and strong. And for these exercises, you want to use a challenging weight, but you want to use something that's not going to compromise your form. Use something that's going to fatigue you in 10 reps. By the end of 10 reps, you should feel like you can't do any more. If you're fading out at 5 reps, you might need to lower your weight. Almost through it. You can see I definitely burnt my arms out by that last set, so that's how you should be feeling too. Next up, we have a kettlebell snatch. 2 sets of 15 reps per arm. So with the kettlebell snatch, it's a bit more of a challenging move. It's one-handed. As you're lifting that weight up, just like what we would do with the kettlebell swing, as you're coming up about shoulder height, you want to think about placing a slight bend in your elbow. From there, you're going to press once you reach the weight up to the top. So slight bend in the elbow and then press up to the top. Squeeze the abs. The form is the same as a kettlebell swing. The only difference is placing that slight bend in the elbow. So it helps to have that key point. So once you reach shoulder height, think about placing that slight bend in the elbow, drawing it back, and then you're going to extend through the arm to press that weight up at the top. It also helps to wear wristbands here. That's going to help protect your wrists from the weight of the kettlebell. It helps to wear gloves as well. So we're on to our second set. Again, 15 reps. Nice strong form. Squeeze the abs. Press the glutes to come up to standing. And focus on that kettlebell snatch. You don't want to compromise your arm. Nice and strong here. If that's too much for you, I just want you to do a single arm kettlebell swing. Almost there. After this, we're just going to repeat on the other side. And with this workout, I want you guys to think about taking a pretty short rest in between. So normally we focus on taking maybe a 30 to 60 second rest. I want your goal to be less than 30 seconds. This way you're really going to benefit from this workout. Not only that, but you can also squeeze it in a busy day. So you're not spending 40 minutes doing a weight training workout. This is about a 25-minute workout, including your warm-up, including your cool down. So if you can push yourself to move through, you can get a lot of good work done in only 30 minutes or less. So you absolutely do not have to spend hours at the gym. So second set, last set of the kettlebell snatch before we move on. Nice and strong. Squeeze the abs. Press the hips forward. So really pop your hips up at the top. Squeeze your glutes. Engage your core, especially on that kettlebell snatch. It's going to help you control the weight and especially the momentum that the weight causes, because it causes a lot as you're flinging the weight up. So next we have a front and lat combo. So starting with front raise, you're going to rotate your arms out to the side into a lateral position, and then you're just going to reverse that movement back to start. 3 sets of 10 reps. So the front raise, press back, and moving forward is 1 rep. Again, 10 total. So second set. Nice strong form. Especially with the front raise, I want you to make sure that you're not rounding your shoulders forward. The weight's not pulling you forward. The weight's not causing you to try to raise your shoulders up into your neck. Nice and controlled movements here. Just working the shoulders, nothing else should be moving there. And last set. 10 reps. Almost through this one. Almost there, you can do it. We have a single delt fly coming up next. So on the mat, all fours position. One arm is going to raise out to the side, and you're going to lower slowly back to start. So raising up about the height of your shoulder, and then lower. Slight bend in the elbow. Three sets of 10 reps. And on this, you're really going to feel your core squeeze. So really squeeze your abs to keep all of that engaged. It's a very unbalanced movement. You're using a heavy weight. You're isolating that delt, but you're also working other muscles as well. So be aware of those. Make sure that they're contracted and that you're keeping your back safe. Here we go, last set. So after this, we're just going to switch to the other side, performing the same exercise. So these exercises are really good for building up the back of the shoulders. So that's how you get that nice cut in the arm. Again, squeeze your abs in. Nice strong lift out to the side. So get ready for that next set. Take a good deep breath. a short rest. Keep it up. Really focus on those shoulders. Keep your core tight. Keep your spine in line. Take a short rest. And then begin your last set. 10 reps. Stay strong, you're almost through it. And take a quick stretch after, just to release some of the tension. And then I want you to grab a chair or a nice sturdy stool or a bench. You're gonna place your feet on the chair, get in a plank position. From here, we're gonna walk our hands in until you're in a nice strong pike. You're gonna give me a push-up and then walk back out to start. That's 1 rep. We're gonna perform 6 total. So you're walking the hands in, just till about your head is through your hands. You're almost vertical to the mat. Abs are in tight. Butt's up in the air, quads are tight, legs are straight. And again, it's only 6 reps, but it's really intense. So really focus on good form here. Don't compromise whatsoever. And if that's too much, you can always do this on a mat in a pike position, which is a little bit easier. And take a rest. So 3 sets of this. So I just want to show you guys the modification here. So walking into a pike, give me a press and walk back. So even on the modification, you're going to feel it. You're going to be working your quads. You're going to be working your abs. You're working your shoulders. It's just a lot more intense on the chair. But if that's too much for you, this is where I want you to be. And again, 6 reps. So, take a rest, and we're on to our last set. So I'm back to my chair for the last set. Like I said, if you can perform the advanced movements, perform the advanced movement. You can always modify as needed, but I need you to challenge yourself. You have to learn to push yourself and to not be so easy on yourself. Exercising can absolutely be fun, but we're all here for a purpose. We all came into this with different goals, whether it's just general health or whether you have a specific body goal. I want you to remember that, because that's really what is important here. That's what this whole program's about. Keep that in focus, be honest with yourself, and do the best for you. So next, you could set your chair aside, grab a light weight, and we're going to perform a double crunch. 2 sets of 12 reps. So legs are out straight, weight overhead. Take a good deep breath. Get ready for the exercise. You're going to crunch your knees in. As you do so, you're going to bring the weight over the knees, lift your shoulders off the mat. So everything's crunching in together to meet and then extending out. To make this more advanced, you can keep your legs elevated. Almost through the set. Second set. 12 reps. Almost there. And rest. Again, short rests. So next we have our leg lift, hip thrust, and toe touch. Nice, slow, controlled lifts. As you perform the hip thrust, I want you to think about stamping your feet on the ceiling. So you're not swinging your legs up into that lift. It's a nice controlled lift. Everything's nice and slow, so you're really just popping up from the top. You're using enough force in the abs to be able to lift your hips up off the mat, not using momentum from a swing to get there. So if you can't do the lift, I want you to just mimic it. Just try your best. Your butt may not lift off the ground, that's fine. But I want you to think about squeezing your abs so hard that you're trying to lift your butt off the mat. And then really reach for those toes. So 2 sets of 12 reps. So take a rest, second set, strong reps. Keep it up, you're almost there. Stay strong. This is where it matters at the end of the workout. This is where you really have to put in your best effort. This is where you have to give everything that you've got. You can't give up at the end. That's where you have to fight the hardest. That's where you're making the biggest changes. Because in the beginning, when your body's fresh, you're not really reaching that fatigue point yet. You're not pushing your body past its limits. You're not forcing change. You have to force the change. It's not just going to happen through comfort, through easy exercises, through doing the same thing over and over. You've always got to change it up, and you've always got to push. So enjoy a nice stretch here. Come up to your mat. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Legs are wide. You can go even wider. Open up the hips. Release tension from the back. Stretch out the legs. And twist. So left hand down, right arm's going to extend up, twisting through the waist, and switch. Back to your fold. Come over to the right side, stretch deeper. Over to the left. Just releasing that tension. And heel toed in. Raise up. So at the top of your mat, you're going to inhale up, arch your back. Exhale, forward fold. So let the tension release from the back, release from the shoulders. And now you're going to jump back into chaturanga. Press through to up dog. And stretch back into child's pose. I absolutely love child's pose for releasing tension in the hips, in the low back, and especially in the shoulders. This is a really good shoulder opener. It's a really gentle way to stretch that area. Next, let's come up. So we're going to start one arm at a time. Hands to the heel. Opposite arm is going to reach up. And now switch sides. You can also grab the back of the ankle. Opposite arm is going to lift up, so arching through the back. And now we're going to grab both ankles. You're going to press through your chest, look up, arch the back. Open your shoulders, your chest, stretch your back, your hips. Take a couple deep breaths there. Gently come out of that stretch. And back into child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Really enjoy that stretch. Take a deep breath. We're gonna bring one leg out to the side. Opposite leg's gonna be folded. We're gonna reach over, stretch the side body, stretch the inner thigh. Other side. And now both legs out. Walk the hands out in the middle as far as you can go. So a nice release for the back, for the inner thighs. And bring the feet together. And let's stretch the shoulders deeper. So right arm across, look over the shoulder. And over to the other side. Now walk your way back up into a forward fold. Inhale up. An awesome job today, guys.